This video is made in partnership with Grovemade. As a software engineer, content creator, and former CS student, I've been adventurously playing around with desk accessories for the past few years, all in the hopes of finding the products that will increase my focus and workflow without adding any unnecessary clutter to my desk. And I found there's surprisingly only a few tools I really need to do my job best. So in this video, I'll break down why I chose them, how I use them on a daily basis, and the value that they've provided. Now in the past, I often found myself constantly getting entangled in wires every single time I needed to connect memory to my phone or to my computer, charge my keyboard, mouse, or laptops, or just find any free USB slots. This usually resulted in me never finding a cable when I needed it and digging behind my computer constantly to find somewhere and something to plug in. The best solution I found to this was to use these cable clips by Solwit, with every wire already plugged into where it needs to go. Now if I need to connect a memory stick to my phone or to my computer, it's as simple as that. And the same thing goes to charging other products or connecting a USB straight into my computer or to a power supply. While we're on the topic of charging, I found the simplest wireless charger in the market to be this 3-in-1 by CardKing. Not only does it have an aesthetic design in a practical compact form, I was going to charge my iPhone, AirPods, and Apple Watch all at the same time while giving them a permanent home to sit on my desk instead of taking up space here and there. But getting away from tech for a minute, one very surprising thing I've noticed that's boosted my creativity and productivity is writing. There'll be many times during the day when great ideas for videos, my business, or some odd task will pop into my head. In the past, I would note these down in my notes app or on Google Docs, but I realized I would never actually come back to them, as I would get lost in a sea of other ideas or I'd forget about them pretty easily. With this notepad from Grovemade, I'm able to jot down anything I need without losing my main train of thought. Just having these ideas stay right in front of me allows me to build on them or organize them into my notes later. Now, to this notepad is great if I need to jot down some important stuff at work or keep tabs on points made during a call. Additionally, on top of writing down ideas and important stuff that comes up, I also keep simple index cards where I write down the things I need to get done during the day. Now, I typically already know what needs to get done, but I found that writing the things down and crossing them off is extremely satisfying. So it made me want to do more things instead of constantly putting stuff off for later. I keep these index cards on a stand I 3D printed with a pen rest. Unfortunately, I do not sell these, but there are similar alternatives on the market. Writing has also made me come to appreciate well-made writing tools. I used to use these gel pens I'm sure we all picked up during back-to-school shopping because they were $2 and would get the job done. But I recently grabbed a pen by Grovemade and it was a night and day difference. It's cased in titanium with some solid weight and glides across paper. I used to have a bad habit of chewing up my old pens, but using this pen killed that habit, so I would start chipping teeth if I chewed on it. The titanium pen comes on a beautiful stand, allows me to quickly grab it, and as I mentioned before, it is important for everything on your desk to have a home to avoid creating that visual clutter. I'm glad I picked up writing again, and thanks to Grovemade, I have high quality tools to do so. But now getting back into tech, as I mentioned in the previous videos, the tools you use to interact with a computer need to be held to the highest quality standards. I use the Logitech G915 TKL and Logitech's MX Master 2 as they're both able to live up to these expectations. Starting with the 915, this is a mechanical keyboard that is extremely comfortable to type on. It feels very natural on top of producing a beautiful sound that to this date never goes dull. Additionally, the MX Master 2 is one of, if not the most ergonomic mouses I have ever used. In fact, I actually prefer it to its successor, the MX Master 3. Comes with a horizontal scroll wheel and 2 side buttons which come in very handy when video editing or in the past when I used to be a big gamer. Both these tools are able to quickly connect to multiple computers, allowing me to switch to my desktop and laptops easily. They also have many options for programmable buttons, and the keyboard comes equipped with customizable RGB color modes. Both of these tools sit on top of a wool mat from Grovemade. What I love about this pad is that it's extremely soft to touch and a stark difference between the leather and synthetic pads I've used in the past. Additionally, the mat is not stuck to the desk, so I can move it around freely and open up desk space when needed. You guys know I'm a strong believer in the principle that less is always more. Unfortunately, I found the speakers in my monitor and laptops to be utterly lacking, so I invested in higher quality sound through 2 additional Pebble speakers. These surprisingly give me the most bang for my buck out of almost any tech I've ever purchased. And for only $20, I've gotten above average audio quality, which has worked amazing for the past year and a half. I do also keep a pair of AirPod Pros on my desk. I primarily use these for the gym, running, and traveling, and I just prefer not to have them in my ears during day-to-day work. However, when I'm in a meeting over Zoom, I always pop them in so I can hear and speak much clearer with their noise canceling feature. Now, as for the computers themselves, I almost always keep two on my setup. My PC, which is below my desk, and my MacBook Air from work, which is centered on my desk and sits on a vertical laptop holder. This version of the MacBook takes up the least amount of space on my desk and allows me to easily connect it to power and HDMI to my monitor. And now lastly, speaking of my monitor, this is probably the real eyepiece of my setup. 49 inches, this Asus ROG Strix is a behemoth of productivity, allowing me to have multiple tabs open when I'm working and being able to simultaneously watch tutorials and get work done at the same time. For a long time, I found it hard to justify an expense like this, but I am really glad I made the move and it's been worth every single penny. I've used these and many other various tools over the past few years, spending quite a bit of money only to find out there are a few things I truly need to streamline my workflow best. And though I'm still always on the hunt for better, higher quality products, it's important to remember that your greatest tool is yourself. You guys can find links to everything I mentioned in the description below. I'll do my best to answer any questions you guys leave in the comment section as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week for the next video.
You don't have to say anything, I don't want you to think too much.